Hello and welcome to the NNL News June update. Of course, Louise, and this is Nathan.
Hello.
We are talking about the contract today. So some very important parts of the contract are the due dates.
Yes, thought we'll just have a look at some of the areas where there's a date involved and things need to be met by, and
Yes.
what happens if
You
it's
don't.
on time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when you put an offer on a property, it's not just about that and we forget about it. We do have lots of things that need to happen in a specific order from there. So
Take it
first
away.
thing is the deposit.
Yes, so when you purchase a property, you'd have to put a deposit down within 3 to 5 days. Depends what's written on the contract.
And that is different to your deposit for your loan. So some people do get confused with that. There is, of course, you've got your deposit ready for your loan, but there's a deposit that goes along with the contract as well. So they are two separate things.
So you've got 3 to 5 days to pay that. If it's not paid on time, the seller can issue you a notice for you to pay it within 48 hours. If you don't pay it within the 48 hours, the seller can bring the contract to an end.
And sell it to somebody else.
Yes. Next.
Finance, the big one, finance.
Yeah, you want to make sure you get your finance on time by the due date, especially in this market where the market is rising. Because if you don't get it on time, then the seller can issue you a termination notice based on non-approval by the due date.
And again, because we're getting multiple offers on these properties, there is somebody else there waiting for that property and waiting for something to go wrong almost.
Yeah.
Don't they always say you get a call, oh, we can see it's under offer, but if it doesn't go through, can you give us a call? So, if
very
you
important.
don't mess around with that one, Most people have pre-approval anyway at the moment, don't they? Sorry to cut you off there. So if you've already got pre-approval, to get unconditional approval actually is a lot quicker than having to start from scratch. So again, making sure that we have that pre-approval in place.
Yeah.
The next thing generally is the building and termite inspections.
Yes. So there'll be a due date on the offer and acceptance.
Yes.
Now, if you don't get the reports done by the due date, well, then you waive your right to actually have the reports done. So very important, especially if they encounter an issue there. If they haven't had the report done in time, then the seller's not obliged to fix the structural defect or the termite activity.
And in saying that, if they do get the report done on time and if there is a structural defect, how long does the seller have to rectify that or to sort that out?
So the seller would need to get back to the buyer within 5 business days to say whether they're going to rectify the defect. And so it's a bit of time.
There's really specific times there, yes.
And it's not a long time given the way it's hard to find a tradesperson at the moment, and you want to try and get a quote to know if you're actually going to go ahead with the repair.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have the final inspection being the last part of the puzzle.
There's no real due date here, but it's important to know that the final inspection gets done within 5 business days
Of settlement.
Prior to settlement. So the final inspection is when you go back and you check to make sure everything's in working order and the property's in the same condition as when you purchased it.
Yeah. So a good thing that I would personally do is pop all the dates in your diary, in your phone, so that you know when everything is due. Of course, you're working with your settlement agent who will be prompting that, and of course, us in particular. But pop it in your diary so you know exactly when everything's due, and that way it's not a surprise or you're not left having to find, like you said, somebody, in a short amount of time and they're just so busy you can't fit them in. So just being aware of due dates is very important after that offer is accepted.
It will ensure a smoother sale.
Absolutely. That's right.
Okay, have a great day.
Bye.